My name is Brian Kimberly, and my presentation is on Rex Harlow. Rex Harlow was born in 1892, passed away in 1993. He was born in Winfield, Oklahoma. A brief overview of Dr. Harlow and what we have to look forward to is he founded the public relations program at Stanford University. He was also founded the American Council on Public Relations, which later became the Public Relations Society of America. And he helped define public relations, which we'll get to towards the end. And he also impacted ethics. This is obviously his biggest contribution and what he was most known for. He began his career in Oklahoma City. He moved here with his brothers in 1912. He worked for Harlow's Weekly, which was a family publication. It was a monthly document that was delivered. It was kind of a political document. But it was described as providing logical thinking and accurate information. And it was obviously, like I said, very political. I think it's also interesting this shows up later as it gets into public relations. And public relations is clearly a political career field when it's all said and done. World War I, he was active in. He was a private in the U.S. Army. I think World War I is interesting because you could see where Woodrow Wilson established the U.S. propaganda agency. And I think it's interesting how many of these public relations pioneers were also involved in World War I. And I think this is also interesting how this propaganda carried over into the private and commercial world. And obviously this was a huge influence on Dr. Harlow as well. As far as education, he got his bachelor's degree in Oklahoma, a master's degree from the University of Texas, and finally his doctorate degree in 1938 from Stanford University. He liked Stanford University so much that he went on to join the faculty department in 1938. The Public Relations Society of America is kind of one of the big claims to fame. He was a founder of the American Council on Public Relations, and that merged with the National Association of Public Relations Councils, and from that became the Public Relations Society of America, which exists today. This is basically a trade association, but it focuses on ethics and establishing ethics in the field of public relations. He was known for advocating accreditation for the profession, and this is a large part is what the Public Relations Society of America helped form and help establish that. He published the Public Relations Journal, which was an open access peer-reviewed journal. And this is one of the things he was also known for. The PRSA liked him so much that they've named an award after him that's given to a distinguished service in public relations. He's won multiple awards, including the Gold Anvil Award in 1969. This is the highest honor given by the Public Relations Society of America. He is credited with writing 75 books. A couple of those are highlighted here. Go over a notable quote of his. He states that public relations is a distinctive management function which helps establish and maintain mutual lines of communication, acceptance, and cooperation. It's interesting because this is the first time that it was seen as an act between multiple parties and not just a one-sided act of persuasion. Finally, he passed away at, like I said, 100 years old, and obviously he is clearly one of the greatest contributors to public relations.